What's up, Logan? So we have a question. Find the leading coefficient sign. So what's the sign of leading coefficient? Find the degree of the polynomial, and then finally quickly sketch the end behavior of the polynomial. All right, so here's how it works. Number one, let's start off with the degree. All right, so the degree. You'll notice that this right here has a linear term, right? So we have a linear term, so that's 1 that has degree 1. This one here is another linear term that has degree 1. This one right here is another linear term that's degree 1. So you'll notice that we have 3 linear terms, which would give us a cubic function. This is of degree 3. So we have degree 3 because we have 3 linear factors, right? So this right here is talking about the factors, right? The factors of this polynomial, which is of degree 3. Moving on. So that's the first part. Number one, yay, we found the degree. Number two, what is the sign of the lead coefficient? So is it positive or negative? Positive or negative of the lead coefficient, right? Positive or negative of the lead coefficient. Well, the lead coefficient is right here, right? The lead coefficient is right here. It is negative, so I am going to say that the answer is negative. All right, so those are the two things that we have. Number three, moving on to the last part of the problem. Number three, sketch the end behavior for this graph. So we need to remember how end behavior works. First thing is odd and even. All right, so here's a picture of me. All right, there's a picture of me. Now, if it's even end behavior, that's right, my hands are up. I'm breathing even. Oh, breathing even. And then I'm going to breathe odd. You're like, you're this idiot. And I breathe odd. So my right hand stays up, my left hand goes down, breathing odd right there, right? What I'm trying to say is that you have even functions, right? You have your even functions. This is even breathing, right? So even. And then you have odd, right? So odd is going to be me again, except my left hand is going down, my right hand is going up. Now, why is this important to me? Is it makes me understand how even and odd functions behave, okay? How even and odd functions behave. That's even and odd, but then you have to include positive and negativeness, the leading coefficient, right? So this is even positive, right? And this is odd positive. However, kind of like with yoga, right? The negativity, we're going to push it down. We're going to push the negativity down. You're like, what do you mean by that? Well, if it's even, right? If it's even, but it's a negative function, it's a negative function. Instead of me putting my hands down, up, I'm going to put my hands down. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to bring that negativity down. All right. So I'm going to push the negativity down. The same thing is going to happen with my odd functions. My odd functions, normally my hands would be like this. Normally my hands, sorry about that. Normally my hands would be like this. I'm going to change them though, right? I'm going to bring that negativity down. We're going to bring it down. We're just going to reflect it essentially. So this right here would be odd and negative, right? So that's a real quick overview of how it looks. So what is my answer for the sketch for the end behavior? Well, I have my x and my y axis. Since it is odd, right? Since it is odd and it is negative, I'm looking for this guy right here. You'll notice that I'm pointing up on the left side and I'm pointing down on the right side. And that's what I'm going to write down as my end behavior. So my end behavior is going to kind of look like this right here. Okay. And this is how you do this worksheet. This is how you check for end behavior when you have a factored polynomial. Hit me up on email if you got any questions, and I'll talk to you guys later.